I've been doing a lot of brainstorming for my third year project for uni, and I've been producing a lot of drawings of varying quality, and I just want to go through them today. So we'll have a look. There are a lot of sketches, there's illustrations, and I'll try and go through like my inspiration and what I feel like is my influences and what I think are good ideas and bad ideas. So what I'm looking for with these sketches is, does it have potential to be expanded upon for like a project, like a short comic or a game or something like that? And yeah, is it original? Is it interesting to explore? Or like the thought of it is interesting to explore? And also, is it cohesive? I won't address all of that with everything, but that's just something that's just how I'm thinking about it, basically. So we'll start with this first page, and there's a few things that I kind of keep coming back to that start on this page. And first is these red bald people, and I just think this is unique as like an aesthetic choice for like a culture. Like they're red. I don't know why, but they're red. They're bald. They look kind of menacing in a surreal way. I just think like if I imagine like a group of them, that would be a cool like thing to draw. The red people stuck, and not really much else did. It's an alright start. The sketches aren't the best, but there's stuff that I take from there. So again, straight away, there's another red guy in a much looser kind of sketch. There's a wizard with like a weird triangle orb in the bottom. I don't know. That's quite generic, isn't it? So I probably won't take from that. I draw a lot of swords and axes and pistols and stuff, so I won't really kind of talk about them. But that's just a lot of they're kind of comfort drawings. I just like drawing swords. There's another eye. I'm just trying to be weird with the colours as well, like the kind of baby blue, sky blue gloves. I don't know. Yeah, this marble statue's a bit weird. The mouth's like just off-putting. I don't like it. We got the sketch. This was weirder, but I didn't like how it looked, so I changed the helmet shape. I don't know. There's not much there. It's just the suit of armor, isn't it? Next one. I like this big turban. In the bottom. The guy next to him is an eyesore. He's a freak. I will not be combining pink and maroon in the near future, especially that pink. So you'll never see that again. It's quite like a weird Mike Mignola style skinny red man. A little weird pointy imp minion guy. That one with like the half hood is quite cyberpunky, but I don't know. I'm not really feeling this page, apart from the turban guy. He'll probably come back. This page is even worse. I think I did all of no, I did. So I think I did the first 3 pages in a day, and then these next 2 are the next days. And by then I was kind of like running out of steam, you know. So it's just weird faces, and yeah, there's not too much to say. Pointy boots. I always need to remember that like shoes aren't just. I always underdesign shoes. Again, this page is not massive. A lot of kind of Ottoman inspiration I'm noticing. I haven't really clocked that, but this guy at the bottom with the spiky helmet is quite Ottoman. Yeah, I don't know. Nothing's standing out to me particularly in this. The red man's come back. I do a lot of them. So this one, I quite like this. It's quite Inca and Andes Mountains kind of inspired, but I think the colours work. It's got layers. His kind of staff's quite fun, quite like a dream catcher. I feel like he could find a place in the world, the hypothetical world. And yeah, the kind of batwing helmet, I think there could be something there. I just like drawing like weird helmets anyway. I'll skip that page. So this illustration is from like a second wave of, I'm doing more like illustrative stuff. Just go through the inspirations. Obviously there's like, if you're familiar with the artist Yiming, you'll recognize exactly what I've kind of not ripped off, but been very inspired by, with the shading and the kind of mystical vibe, the like the heavenly lighting, all of that. Very Yiming. Check out Yiming, by the way. A lot of my thought process, when it's like I've not gone weird enough, I always go back to like a princess, but like a Mongol princess, or a like a nomadic tribes, I think, is where I'm going with that. I always go to like the jewellery of nomadic tribes. I always kind of have to remind myself to give characters jewellery, because I never think of it in like the design process. So, or if like I do give a character jewellery, they've got all the jewellery on, they've got the whole stand on the body. Yeah, this one. So I like the composition of this one, and the red guy is just weird, which is what I wanted. Why is he looking at you? It's strange. But apart from that, I think the landscape's a bit too standard. Like the buildings aren't normal, but they're not that strange either. They're just kind of, it's all middling. The landscape's too idyllic, too postcard for it to be as surreal as I want it to be. You probably notice a lot of my designs don't really do it for me in retrospect. Okay, so this guy, I haven't finished him at the time, so it might be different. I might have to include a little segment. But he doesn't really strongly seem from any one culture, which is because I didn't really have one in mind. But he's just like I was thinking like a psycho barbarian swordsman with all the swords on him. Yeah, so I was just trying to cram as many swords on his body as I could. I even, like, at the start I had like a color code of every like how he would pull out the swords, and from each scabbard which ones would go where. It was a bit of a logistical problem, and it took me like half an hour to figure it out. But yeah, I think what I need to do when I take this to like when I take this into my illustration project, I need to take the best elements from all of these and kind of unite it into a cohesive culture, because I'm kind of going all over the place trying to draw from things I find interesting, and then the idea is to blend it into something that makes sense later on. Hopefully this isn't all waffle. It does feel like me waffling because I kind of, with these YouTube videos, I just kind of sit down. I have a little think for about 2 hours before going, what will I actually talk about? And then I just kind of run it off. I don't want to do scripts. It'll take me ages. And I've got other stuff to do, and I will have other stuff to do. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. If you've got any world building projects, if you've got this far anyway, which hopefully you have, comment down below. I'm interested. I don't really get to talk about world building in my social circles. It doesn't really come up, believe it or not. So if you've got anything interesting, yeah, let me know. I'd love to hear.